Hey, what it do, baby? Hopefully, you guys are doing well, man. Good morning. So, today's topic is about whether or not men should date if they're still in the self improvement phase. Me personally, I don't see an issue with it, right? And here's why. At what point in your life are you supposed to be at the point to where you are flawless, where you are supposed to just stop working on yourself and you're completely content? I feel like that moment in life, or at least for me as a man, that truly never arrives. I could have millions of dollars, I could have the highest of accolades in my profession, and be respected by all of my peers and my competitors, and I'm still going to want more. I could have everything a man could want: an 850 credit score, a big house up on the hill, and then I'm still want to try to do charity to help those that are in need, to put other people on, to share the wealth, share the knowledge, and help other people grow. And that's kind of why I did this YouTube channel too. I'm not perfect. A lot of times this is used as a journal for me because I go through trials and tribulations and I'm not perfect and I'm nowhere close to where I want to be at in life. And that's okay. I'm going to keep working on it. And this gives me a detailed log of what I've been through, what I've gone through, what methods I've tried. But like as I continue to learn, I'm 28. And as I continue to learn as a man, I realize that, these lessons are very painful. It's not all sunshine and raindrops. You don't win everything. You're going to lose. You're going to get picked over in job interviews. You're going to have poor performance reviews. You're going to have failing businesses. You're going to have failing YouTube channels. You're going to have so much crazy stuff happen in life, and you're going to make mistakes. But like every man has to go through these experiences, and like it comes with the self-improvement process. It comes with developing yourself as a man, and you try not to make the same mistakes twice, but like no one is flawless. So like what I'm saying, to cut to the chase, is the self-development phase is everlasting. So like I don't see an issue with men dating women or being in relationships with women if they're still trying to get their stuff together. And everyone's version of getting their stuff together is different. I do believe that you should have a job, be working at least 40 hours a week, and at least have a reliable vehicle and be mentally stable. I feel like that shouldn't even be something that a woman should have to ask. But as far as making six figures, driving an Audi, owning your own home, you got to have a 401k, got to at least have 30K in the bank with 40K invested. I feel like that is asking a lot for a man. Should he have goals to have all that? Absolutely, totally. Why not? But as far as him having it, if he's working on it, I don't see the issue. I feel like social media kind of ruined our minds a little bit. And it even ruined my mind because, social media is nothing but highlight reels. And I try not to compare myself to others because you really never know what other people are going through, even people's relationships. You think people's relationships and people's marriages are flawless and they're perfect. Well, really, they could be on the brink of crumbling. They could be hanging on by a thread. But on social media, on Facebook, everything looks perfectly fine. Couples are like that all the time, and even people individually are like that as well. It's just the way life is. You never know what people are going through. You also never know who's going to come back, right? And who's not going to come back. And that's one portion of it that people never talk about, right? Because some people got that dog in them. I got that dog in me. My dog gets tired sometimes. I did a video the other day talking about failures and falling, right? My dog got a little tired, but once my dog got a little rested, I got a little rested after a couple days, right back at it. Right back to trying to accomplish my goals, whether it's physically, financially, professionally, mentally, emotionally, right back at it. And not everybody starts out on top, right? And some people start out on top and they fall off. Some people start at the bottom, get to the top, and fall off, right? But it's all about the end. It's all about what you did when all the time on the clock ran out. That's the most important part. How many times did you get up and keep trying? And I feel like women and men too really don't think about that when they're looking to date a person. Like, can I go through hell with you? Can I lose my shirt, my house, my car, and have you still love me? And will you expect me to keep trying and to get it all back and some? I feel like that's really important too. Having the durability to go through life and its challenges that you won't see coming. I feel like people don't think about that. Life is hard, guys, and having a relationship is one of the most important parts of life. It's one of the most painful for sure. It's also one of the most beautiful portions of life as well. And if you don't want to be alone forever, you're eventually going to have to find someone. And I'm lucky enough to find like a long-term partner who hopefully one day will be my wife. I'm working on it. It's my fault. I'm kind of dragging my feet with the marriage thing. I'm just not confident yet. I got some stuff I have to work through, which I'm working on. And I'm truly lucky to have her and to have her as a girlfriend and as a parent. And I can't imagine what life would be if I didn't have her. And I just look at social media sometimes, and I hear people talk about what they want in women and how they want their relationship to be. And I kind of think, I'm like, that's not how relationships work. That's how relationships work on social media. But like in person, you're going to have some issues. You're going to have financial issues, emotional issues. You're going to have, many tests, many strains in your relationship. And if you don't have them now, you definitely will have them later. So for you to expect for a man or even a woman to not to go through the self-improvement phase or the self-improvement phase together or individually is unrealistic. Those moments are non-negotiable. You have to go through those moments because that's where the progress happens. Like you going through those self-improvement phases, that's how you become the person you want to be. And you don't want them to stay how they are now. You want them to grow. And I've seen my girl grow, and it's been a beautiful experience. She's at a point right now in her life where she is like blossoming professionally, right? I'm trying to get to where she at. I'm so proud of her. But like she's like jumping from one lily pad to the next, and it is awesome to watch. And I'm so proud of her when she watch. I'm so proud of you when you watch this video, because she be watching my videos sometimes. But like I kind of think like, imagine if I had those expectations of her, like she can't be in that self-improvement phase, or vice versa, because your boy's still trying to figure out who he wants to be when he grows up. We never would have been together. We created a beautiful baby boy. He never would have been here if she ain't give me a shot, and vice versa. So it's like, you got to give people chances. You got to take a chance. You got to take a risk. Everything in life that is worth having comes with risk. You got to gamble on love sometimes. It sounds corny, but that's how it works. And our relationship ain't perfect. I am not perfect. I would say in our relationship, I mess up more than she messes up, to be honest with you. A, I'm a man, right? And B, from the jump, I had my own issues, nothing crazy, nothing wild, right? But your boy got some anxiety. I have some control issues, not control issues over her, right? But I like to control the end result of circumstances, right? I plan, I prepare, I execute, and when I fail, I am like, how is this possible? And it just sometimes sends me into a spiral of just depression because I want to do well. That type of control issues. I have very high expectations of myself. When I fail, it could be very difficult for me to let it go. And that's something that I am working on. And I've had to work on this my whole life, is letting it go, and that's just an example. But like, imagine if she was like, you can't let stuff go when you fail. No, I don't know. Like, we never would have met. I never would have got my shot. We never would have had our baby, and we never would have had the great life that we have now. Even though sometimes I am so hungry for what's next, I have issues appreciating what I have now and what's in front of me now, and it prevents me from slowing down and just smelling the flowers, but that's just my thoughts, guys. What do you guys think about, men not being able to date, or people not wanting men to date because they don't have all their stuff together? I mean, yeah, you should be at least well on your way. You should have some momentum. You should at least be trying, work a job, work 2 jobs, go to school, have some drive to you. But as far as like, already having all the boxes checked, it's just unrealistic, especially when you're young. I'm 28. I met my girl when I was 22. When I was 22, I ain't know jack. I'm 28. I still don't know jack. I'm still learning. I learn every single day. Every day is an opportunity for me to learn and for me to develop. And it doesn't always go as planned. It is what it is. It comes with it. If everything went smoothly, life would be so boring. It'd be like, well, you lived 80 years, had a great career. You had no deaths, no losses. There was no excruciating pain, and that's pretty much the end. How boring. How boring that would be if life was just all sunshine and rainbows. If you think about rainbows in a general sense, you see the brightest, most beautiful rainbow after terrible storms. It just tear communities apart. Roofs getting ripped off, cars flying through the air, people's basements getting flooded. And then after, you get a beautiful rainbow. All hell breaks loose. The rainbow comes at the end, but first you have to go through the storm. And that's not just in relationships, it's in life, bro. I'm learning this, and it's hard for me to remember that when I'm going through it. When I'm in the middle of a fight, because life brings these challenges, these fights to you, whether it be professionally, emotionally, mentally, physically. It could be with your health. It could be with many different areas of life. You'll get these fights, these challenges, and when you're getting your teeth knocked out of your mouth, and your back's on the canvas, your back's on the ring, and the obstacle, your challenge that presented itself is standing over you, and the ref is just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're looking up, and there's just bright lights, everybody's screaming 5. You're not thinking about, oh yeah, there's gonna be a rainbow at the end of this. Like, no, I'm getting my ass whooped. Like, I'm getting whooped on. I'm getting the floor mopped with me right now. I'm not trying to think of that good stuff, that mushy, lovey-dovey, that what's that dude's name? It was Baskin Robbins, whatever the heck his name is. I forget something. Tony Robbins. That Tony Robbins, all them Tony Robbins quotes leave your head and leave your mental. A second life gets real, So, but yeah, I just try to remember that. I'm on a personal journey myself, and it's never ending. I'm gonna be honest with you, as a father, as a man, as a relationship partner, as a boyfriend, soon to be husband, hopefully, if I can get my act together. This stuff ain't sweet out here. You want what everybody else wants. Everybody wants the fancy car, the nice house, the great job. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Everybody wants a great relationship. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Nobody wants to sacrifice. You'll have to sacrifice in relationships. I've had to sacrifice in relationships. And a lot of times, the bigger the sacrifice, the better things run. The more smoothly things run afterwards. It's definitely not a selfish engagement, because it takes two. It takes two, and I feel like for you to expect a man or a woman to have it all, that is kind of selfish, because you yourself probably have your issues. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hey, man, if you got your stuff together and you're a man and you got some dreams, you got some drive, be upfront with what's going on in your life. Don't be toxic. Don't be hiding your issues. If you got court dates coming up or anything crazy, be honest with you. Be like, hey, I got a little rap sheet I got some lawyers. No, I'm joking. If you are in trouble with the law, you should not be dating until that's wrapped up, because no one wants to date a jailbird. That's very stressful and can be toxic. Nobody's trying to be on the phone, call and collect. You have a call from Allegheny County. Would you like to pay? It's like, y'all been there. I mean, I've never been to jail, but I've spoke to family members that was on them jail phones, and that's how it be. I can't imagine dating a man that's in prison or that's in jail. That sounds absolutely terrible. I ain't going cap. So yeah, as long as you ain't got no warrants, no trouble with the law, you're just trying to earn an honest wage and just build yourself, go ahead, man. Go find you a woman. Go find you a girl. Or go find you a man. I ain't going to be sexist up in here. Go get yours. Go get yourself a little piece of happiness, because life is short. The average life expectancy, I think, is now like 78. And not everybody makes it that long, and money really can't always help with that, unfortunately. So some of us have longer than others, so just enjoy it while you're here. Don't spend it alone. And that's not just with relationships, that's also with friends, and just try to rock out, bro. But I'm gonna holla at y'all later. Thanks so much for watching, and as normal, man, peace.